Was there any points you were close to giving up before you made it in trading? What was your initial capital when you first started trading? The next category of questions are personal questions. Whoa, I don't know if I agree to this. Do you find being in trading or a YouTube career makes dating difficult? Hello and welcome back to another Humble Trader video. Today is a special day to remember because we've officially hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Oh my god, I never thought this day was possible. Then when I first started this YouTube channel, all I wanted to do was say some stupid jokes, talk about really nerdy subjects such as stock trading, and basically just as a side passion project. Now that it's hit 1 million subscribers, oh my god, thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for all of your support, for watching my videos, for laughing at my bad jokes, laughing at my good jokes, and of course for smashing all the like buttons. To celebrate, I have an amazing Ask Me Anything Q&A session today. In this video, I'll be answering some of your most pressing trading questions. But wait, there's more. We'll also be diving into some personal questions, including the ones about my ex-husband, Mike Bagholder. So get ready for some juicy details. And if that's not enough, I'm also running an amazing 1 million subscriber giveaway on Instagram, where you can win one of the many amazing prizes. Before we get started, make sure to smash the like button and then sit back, enjoy, relax, and do as a young kids say, let's spill the tea now with this Q&A video. So the first category of questions I'm gonna be answering right now is about my trading journey and my trading stories. Why did you start trading? I was a fresh grad from college working in film and VFX in Los Angeles, and my job at the time wasn't stable, so I'll work a couple of months and have like 2 weeks, sometimes even more than 1 month of break. So that's not really sustainable living in Los Angeles. So I look into trading as a way to make some side income to help pay for rent. How long did it take for you to become consistently profitable in trading? So it took me a long time to become profitable. I was basically losing money throughout my first year in trading. I was all red. It's really rare for me to see any green. And when I make money, it'll be like 20 bucks, 50 bucks. When I lose money, it'll be like $100. So yeah, I lost a lot of money. And then even on year 2, I was still struggling a bit. I would say it's after the end of year 2, that's when I started seeing some consistency in terms of like I started losing less and seeing more green days. So yeah, anyways, it took me more than 2 years. Did you learn trading through a trading mentor or did you do it through a trading course? This is a very good question. When I first started trading, I took a lot of different courses. And all of those courses are decent, some are better than the other, of course, but what I found is that without a mentor to really help me understand what the course is about, the course material lessons basically in from one ear and out the other. Like I really didn't know how to implement. Trading is one of those things that it's very difficult to do on your own, even if you have the right materials. Because learning to trade is like learning a new language. If I give you a book in Spanish and you don't understand Spanish, it's gonna be useless. So that's gonna be the case in trading. So what I found is like, with a lot of the courses I took, yes, it was helpful, but I really needed someone there to kind of guide me and provide me feedback along the way. So I would say you need both of these things. Just the courses itself, it's not gonna help you, in my opinion. And this is just my personal experience. It's only after I met my mentor that my trading drastically improved. So all of you guys have submitted a lot of great questions on Instagram, but I couldn't get to you all. If I missed your question, make sure to ask me down below in the comment section and I'll do my best to answer you. Was there any points you were close to giving up before you made it in trading? So here's the thing. All the successful traders I know have at least given up on trading 2, 3, 4 times along the journey. So yeah, I've given up trading 2 times in the past before in my first 2 years. But I would say there were 2 major times where I'm like really dead certain about never coming back to trading. Once was in the first 2 years and the second time was after I became profitable actually. And I think this is one of the most important traits of a lot of the successful traders that I met. They are successful not because they never lose. They're successful because they keep on coming back. It's about perseverance. It's not about never losing, never having red days or red months. It's about the fact that even if they lose, even if they have big losses that wipe them out, they still find ways to keep on coming back. So yes, I've given up on trading many times in the past before, but I just keep on coming back. I cannot quit this game. How many hours do you trade in a day or a week? This is very interesting because it used to be literally like the entire day when I first became a full-time trader. But then eventually, as I figured out, okay, my most optimal time to trade is about 3 hours after the open and sometimes power hour, then that's when I trade less and less. So, and that's something you're gonna see with a lot of traders is that they figured out that the number one threat to their trading account is themselves, this person right here. So that's why I trade less and less in order to protect my profits. When you first became profitable, how did you decide to scale up? So this is the answer I tell a lot of the new and intermediate traders I'm coaching. You don't get to decide when to scale up. You let your journal and your trading performance tell you. That's the reason I'm a big proponent of always tracking all your trades at the end of the day. Obviously, if you're doing well, then you can slowly scale up in 10%, 20% ranges. Don't scale up double overnight, okay? Don't do that. And another thing is, you want to scale up only on the best performing strategy for you. Okay, if you have, let's say, 5 different strategies, when you scale up, you don't scale up on all of them. You look at your journal, look at which ones are performing the best, which ones for you have the best risk reward, the best win rates, etc. Then you scale up on that one, and you slowly do that for the others as you see them grow as well. So that would be my suggestions. Only scale up when you've earned the right to do so. And you only know that from your trading journal. By the way, if you need a trading journal, you can get one for free once you sign up to my email list down below. What was your initial capital when you first started trading? So my first trading account was about $2,500 at Interactive Brokers. And needless to say, I've lost all of it a couple more times, okay? So yeah, that's my initial capital and I lost all of it and more. I lost probably 3 small accounts when I first started trading. And they're all around, the $2,000 to $3,000 range. How long did you trade in simulated trading? Did you only trade penny stocks? Did you only use a buying higher day breakout and dips? So yes, I did paper trading when I first started for a day. Moving on to the next category of Q&As, I'm going to be answering your questions on my own trading strategies, as well as my recommendations on how you should get started with trading, your strategies, and how to really maximize your trading gains. What level 2 software are you using? I see them in your videos all the time. So the trading platform I use is daytrading Pro. That's the one I use across all my brokers. daytrading Pro is a platform, it's not a broker. So what you do is you sign up to a broker, for example, Centerpoint Securities, that also allows you to connect with daytrading Pro. So you have the broker that's Centerpoint and your platform is daytrading Pro. Honestly, daytrading Pro has the best level 2 and the best executions. And that's the reason I use it across almost all my brokers. So yeah, I really highly recommend it. It does cost additional data subscription. I think it's about $130, $150 per month. But for me, it's very much worth it. And I use it across all 4 of my brokers. So, every single month I'm paying those fees. If you're enjoying this video so far, please remember to drop a like and check out in the description below for the giveaway details. How do you deal with you breaking your rules? Oh my God, yeah. So it's very important that you establish some sort of punishment for yourself after breaking your rules. And it should be something you absolutely hate doing in real life. So for me, for a while, oh my God, I hate running. Okay, running on a treadmill or running outside, I absolutely hated it. Doing the cardio. So for me, for a while, if I break my rules, I'll have to go run on a treadmill for an hour. And that used to be absolutely devastating for me. Imagine losing, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, or at sometimes $60,000 on that Moderna stock. How do you come back from your big losing or big winning days? And how do you take care of yourself in the free time? Thank you and congrats. Thank you. I'll answer the first part. How do you come back from your big losing days? So depending on how big of a loss it is, usually I'll take the next day off. I'll still be watching the market, but I won't be placing any trades. Because what happens is, a lot of times when I first started, especially after a big loss, the next day I try to make it back. So that's usually what happens, and then now in turn lead me to revenge trading, over trading, and then lose even more money. That's how many traders get on losing streaks, where one day or bad day lead to even more losses. So that's the reason I really recommend to take one day off, minimum. Some people need a couple more days off to just really digest and reflect on your losses. In terms of like how do you deal with big winning days, honestly, the big winning days, as a trader full time, you don't feel much, to be honest. You might feel like 1 second of like, oh, nice, I never made this much money before. But then you really quickly forget about it in like 10 minutes. So I don't really do anything to celebrate nowadays. I think if you ask a lot of the profitable traders, the winning days will never feel as much magnitude as the big losing days. And that's one thing you gotta get used to in trading. What keeps you grinding even on days where you don't feel like it? So this is a really good question because I've been trading for 8 years now, and yeah, there's definitely days or weeks where I just don't feel like trading. Because trading is such a mental game, your performance is based a lot on your discipline and how you have your trading routine and whether you're following it. So even on days where I don't feel like trading, I still carry through the steps of carrying through my routine of waking up, scanning pre-market, and watching stocks set up. Even if though I don't end up placing any trades, I still want to be here because this is my routine for the last 8 years. It's almost like going to the gym, right? In the first couple of months, you're gonna hate it. But once you've been doing this every single day or like 3 times a week, you eventually are used to the routine. It'll be weirder for your body to not go to the gym those set times. And this is something I learned from Atomic Habits, which I highly recommend for any traders, especially if you are struggling with good habits, good trading discipline, and following rules. How do you keep your emotions neutral after a win or a loss? In other words, what are the general rules you have for yourself when it comes to managing your emotions in trading? So I think you are still gonna feel some sort of emotions, whether you're winning or losing. I think the idea is that you don't let one anger or one emotional moment trigger everything, all the bad habits that happen after that. And a lot of it just comes with experience and creating rules. So for example, I have this rule where if I try to trade a stock a certain way 3 times and all the 3 times I failed, then I'm no longer allowed to trade a stock. And this is the rule that's gonna trigger before I become emotional. So a lot of times it's about building rules for yourself before you get to the stage of no return. Do you share trading signals? Absolutely not. Sorry to disappoint you, but if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I'm really against copy trading, trading alerts, trading signal, and all that crap. That's not the way to go if you ever want to become a profitable and self-sufficient trader. What's your advice for someone who quit their full-time job to become a full-time trader? I hope you only quit after you are profitable. Because my advice is don't quit your job until you've at least seen some consistency. Maybe not like big money, but at least be consistent where, your losses, let's say $100 and your wins are 300. So that's the only time where I recommend quitting. Before you get to that point, don't quit your job. And that's just my honest opinion from my own personal experience. I think the best way to learn trading is while you have a full-time job or where you don't need to rely on your trading profits to make a living right away. I understand this may sound discouraging or some of you may not agree, and that's okay. If you don't agree with this opinion, that's fine. Let me know in the comment section below if you think it's okay to quit your job and jump straight into trading full-time right away or very early on. I like to see what people say. Special shout out to all of you for helping us reach 1 million subscribers on YouTube. To celebrate this milestone, we are doing a giveaway on these amazing prizes. Plus, you might just get invited to the Humble Trader 1 million subscribers party this summer in Vancouver. All you need to do is smash a like button on this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your favorite Humble Trader video on any of these social media platforms. And make sure to tag me. On Instagram story, make sure to tag Humble Trader, spelled exactly like this, to notify me. Be careful of tagging the wrong accounts. On Twitter, you can share your favorite Humble Trader video and tag me at HumbledTrader18. If you're active on TikTok, this works too. Make sure to tag Humble Trader to notify me. You can also comment your favorite Humble Trader video down below and let me know why you like it so much. Pro tip, if you submit on all the platforms, they'll give you the best chances of winning. 4 qualities you see in successful traders, what they all have in common. This is a very good question, actually. I think the first thing is risk management. You're gonna hear everyone say this all the time. We have to be able to admit that we are gonna be wrong sometimes and cut our losses. I'd much rather lose a $5,000 today and then still be able to keep my account and protect me from losing 10 grand, 20 grand. And the second quality is most successful traders I talk to, they are extremely humble and down to earth. And I think it's also because they've only gotten through this point because they've lost a lot of money in the past. And having those losses in the past really just humbles you. You know you're not you know you'll be wrong. The third quality is that most traders I met are very entrepreneurial. Well, yes, these traders are full-time traders. They don't actually trade from 9 to 5 every single day. And that's the reason most of the millionaire traders I've talked to in the past on my podcast or in my YouTube videos, especially the one at the Vegas conference, all these traders have multiple income streams, whether it's other businesses, other styles of trading, investments in real estate. Because now, as a full-time trader, they have the time to do so. Once again, trading full-time doesn't mean trading all the time. And last but not least, successful traders never give up. And I think that's one of the most common things I see in traders, where you can call it stubborn, you can call it stupid, you can call it, insane even. These people, after losing so much money, they keep on coming back. So the reason a lot of these profitable traders are successful is not because they never lose. It's because despite losing so much, they keep on coming back. It's about persevering. The next question is a good one from Alec. Essentially, he's asking, is trading something I can learn alongside something else? Can it be a side hustle? And this is a good question for those who are part-time traders, studying in school, or just learning to trade on the side. My answer to this is yes, trading can be a side hustle, but you should still dedicate minimum 2 hours a day on this career. Obviously, if you're doing finals, or in this case, you need to study to take the board exam, I would ignore the market and just focus on that. But if we're talking about day-to-day, whether trading can be a side hustle you do in the evenings after work or after you're done all your studies, then my answer is yes. What areas of your trading do you wish to expand your knowledge on or enter? This is a really good question, Brayden. Thank you so much for asking. This year, I want to expand my knowledge with income-generating strategies with options. This is something you can only do with bigger accounts because you're doing a lot of hedging and selling options. If you were starting out and you had $1.5 million cash, where would you start? I wouldn't trade, honestly. With $1.5 million, you can do a lot of other things other than trading. If you really want to trade though, I will only take $30,000 out of that 1.5 million to start learning to trade. Actually, and don't use all the $30,000. Start with trading with only $5,000, but keep your account size at $30,000. Essentially, you're trying to learn how to trade with a small account. If you cannot trade with a small account, there's no way you can trade with $1.5 million. How do you learn and practice risk management as a new trader? This is a really good question, and a lot of people have been asking me this. it's actually not as complex as you think. Basically, it means, calculating a set max loss per trade according to account size. I've done a lot of videos on this, so make sure to check it out after this. Essentially, let's say I have a $10,000 account. You want to risk only 1 to 3% per trade. And when you take the trades, you are varying your share sizes according to your risk. And I talk a lot more in detail in my risk management video, so make sure to check that out if you have even more questions. In your trading, if you have to trust in one single aspect, strategy, patterns, etc., what would this be? My number one answer is price action. I find that, no matter how hard you memorize the candlestick patterns, the bear flags, the all that triangle stuff, doesn't matter. What matters the most is price action. And we talked about this many times before, but price action is a rhythm the stock trades, especially when you have a lot of volume, a lot of momentum, and you are also using, technical analysis alongside with price action, but that's the number one thing. The next category of questions are personal questions. Whoa, I don't know if I agree to this. Okay. Do you find being in trading or a YouTube career makes dating difficult? No, I don't think so. I think it's difficult because I'm difficult. But all jokes aside, I don't think so. If anything, I think it allows you to meet even more people. But I will say though, in particular about trading, learning to trade, especially after you become profitable, this is something I realized about myself a couple years ago. It kind of makes you have a big ego and makes you really, really independent, which is a good thing. But sometimes when you're dating or you're in relationships, you want to be able to make compromises. So that's why I found, I think I'm a lot better now. But in the earlier years when I first became profitable, I thought like, I was making bank, I was invincible, I don't need to, compromise with anyone. So I think at that point, that's one toxic thing about trading that makes it difficult, at least for me anyways. So I think that's something that you have to be aware of if you're ever in that boat. But at the same time, it's also because I'm a trader. I'm very introspective. So I'll kind of reflect on my own mistakes and, both in the market and in my personal life and think how I can become a better person. What are your favorite YouTube friends? Definitely not Brandon Beavis. Congratulations on your achievements. What's your next goal? First of all, thank you very much for your support. I'm really excited about the next steps for the channel. This year, we've launched the podcast, Humbled Traders, with a plural S, meaning that it's not just me, one humble trader. This is a podcast where I'll be interviewing very inspiring traders from around the world and telling you and sharing with you guys all of their stories, their losses, and their lessons. So that's the one thing I'm very, very excited for this year. And obviously, I want to expand my reach beyond just Vancouver. If you have any traders that you want to see me interview, I will fly there, I will meet them, I'll interview them. Let me know who do you want to see down below in the comment section. And I'll do my best to make it happen. And also, please subscribe to our podcast on Spotify as well as Apple Podcasts. Thank you. What hobbies do you have outside of trading to clear your mind before the market open? I love snowboarding. I went a lot this year. I basically went every single week on Whistler. Besides snowboarding, I also enjoy pole dancing, and I also been doing a lot of weight training in the gym as well. Other hobbies include eating and drinking. How's your social life been since you started trading full time? So I would say for any extroverts who love to go out, who love to socialize, meet people on weekdays as well as weekends, you're gonna love your life once you become a profitable trader because it does free up a lot of time for you. But for me, I'm an introvert. So when I became profitable and became full-time many years ago, I still didn't want to go out that much. For me, like my ideal number of times to go out per week is like 1 and then maximum 2. So while yes, I have more time technically to socialize, I don't enjoy going out that much. I know it's a little bit hard to believe because I'm on YouTube, but But it's the truth. I'm an introvert. When I do go out, I love to have a good time with my friends and meet people, but I cannot do that on a daily basis, if that makes sense. In 10 to 20 years, what does life look like? Ooh, that's a loaded question. I would say I'll still be trading, but I'll be trading way less actively, I think. I'll be doing more swing trading or trading for those big ones, only probably like a couple times a year, if you know what I'm talking about. But in my personal life, hopefully I'll have a family by then. I like to have kids and I like to see them grow up. So that's kind of like the big picture plans right now. Who bullied you in elementary and where are they now? So yes, I did share those stories of like when I first immigrated to Canada, I got bullied a lot. In elementary school, a little bit, but mostly in high school actually. And that's the reason I really didn't have a great impression of North America when I first moved here. I was just trying to fit in and it was really difficult. I've never had zero friends and also, dreaded going to school back in Taiwan. But that was the first time I felt those things in Canada. And now looking back, obviously so many years later, I don't regret those experiences. I'm grateful for them because I think, those were the drivers that made me want to work so hard to learn, trading, including my former career, VFX, to work so hard. For the bullies, I'm actually quite proud to say that one of the bullies who used to, make fun of me in elementary school and high school and was really mean to me. Nothing physically abusive from him, but he's now one of my best friends. Yes, you heard that right. One of the bullies from my elementary school years is now one of my best friends. And nowadays it's me laughing at him and making fun of him.
Ha ha ha, you said I couldn't speak English, but now it's me teaching you how to trade stocks.
Obviously I'm joking, but it's still really amazing to see how far we've all come in the last 15, 18 years. So yeah, we're good friends now. No worries. So I think the moral of the story is be nice to people, okay? You never know where they're gonna be in the next couple of years. And at the same time, have empathy and be more forgiving of other people's mistakes. If everyone can do these 3 things, the world will be a much, much better place. Would you ever move to another city in Edmonton, Toronto, or the US? I don't really see myself moving to the United States. I've lived there before, Florida, California, Oregon. I don't see myself moving there, nor do I see myself moving to the East Coast. Where I would actually consider would be Europe or Asia. If you're liking the video so far, make sure to smash the like button. And remember, I'm doing the 1 million subscriber giveaway. So check out the details in the comment section below. Where is the Lambo? Okay, hold on, let me go get it right now.
A few moments later.
There you go. This is the Lambo right here. I believe it's like $20 on Amazon right here. This is like a Lamborghini Huracan, I think. I don't know. Anyways, will you date another trader? Absolutely not. I think one messed up person in a relationship is more than enough.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just...
Moving on to miscellaneous questions about traveling, meetups in person, and all that good stuff. What was your original goal when you first started your YouTube channel? So my former career before I quit that to go full-time in trading was in film and VFX. So having worked in design and in film, I'm naturally really creative. So editing, storytelling, structuring a video to make it look appealing to the audience came naturally to me. So the YouTube channel was just something I opened on the side, thinking that, I can share some bad jokes and, just to recap and document my journey. It was a passion project because since I quit my job in VFX, I needed another creative outlet in my life. And we also talked about this previously where I used to lose a lot of money during midday after 12 p.m. market time because I didn't have anything else to do. I didn't like going out that much as an introvert. So I needed something else that would occupy my time. And the YouTube channel was a perfect way for me to do that. So I used to trade and then edit videos after that. Do you have plans for hosting more trader meetups, especially in Vancouver? And the answer is yes, and you should absolutely follow me on Instagram because that's where I post all the updates about the meetups I'm hosting. Sometimes they are really casual and sometimes they are more organized. So make sure you're following me at Humbled Trader, spelled exactly like that on Instagram, okay? All the other accounts on Instagram are fake. When you travel, do you use hotel Wi-Fi to trade? What is your travel trading setup like? Yes, I do use a hotel, not Wi-Fi. I bring my own Ethernet cable. So I talked about it in my trading setup video where I have one gaming laptop and two external USB monitors. And then I will also use my MacBook for like market research and stuff and use the Ethernet cable to connect. Thank you for all the valuable info that you shared. I wonder what's the benefits of joining the Humble Trader Academy? How does it compare to all the public videos that you've already posted? So the YouTube videos are great, but they're not structured, right? They don't give you an order of importance of what you should start with if you're brand new. For example, most people will dive straight into the strategies, but they will ignore risk management and how to do your research and trade planning. And those two are like the most important parts. So that's the reason all the educational program in my community is very structured. I give you a step-by-step as well as the guidance from my coaching team. And just like I said earlier, I think if you're just having a trading course without a mentor to guide you, I think that's very difficult to learn and to digest the material. Whereas in my community, not only do you have the structured lessons, the education program, you also have me and my coaching team as your mentors to guide you along the way and answer any questions you have. Once again, I want to thank you so much for 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Oh my god, when I first started this channel, I was just doing this as a side project on the weekends. I am so thankful that you choose to subscribe and watch my YouTube videos and, obviously laugh at my really terrible jokes. And on a very serious note, I'm very grateful that you choose to support me and follow this channel because I think this channel gave me, a full-time trader, another purpose. It's very difficult to have any feeling of a purpose or working towards anything meaningful trading full-time. I've talked about this many times on this channel before. When you are a full-time trader, you're making money and that's great. But at the end of the day, you're just pressing buttons, buy and sell. There's no value added. You don't feel any fulfillment from it. So that's why a lot of traders actually become very lost. And that's the reason a lot of traders, they do other side projects, whether it's another YouTube channel, or their businesses, or real estate. That's the real reason why. And without this YouTube channel, I would feel so lost. So in many ways, since you supported this channel and you subscribe and watch the videos, you really changed the trajectory of my life the last couple of years. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for 1 million subscribers. That's something I never had imagined was possible. I am so grateful for your support and of course for your time spent watching this video. If you have any questions I forgot to address, please leave them in the comment section and I will answer you over there. Remember, we're doing the 1 million subscriber giveaway. Check out the details in the description below. Thank you so much for watching as always and for your support. There's gonna be so many more great videos to come. I'm the Humble Trader and I'll see you guys next time.